Hey guys, this is Dr. Eric Pratt. I will be your instructor for this class this summer. So I'm going to try to give you a heads up of some of the things that you can expect. This student development class is primarily about you learning about yourself and then learning about the theories that go into helping students develop socially, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, and physically. A whole bunch of different aspects to that. Now, some of you, this is your first class in the higher ed program, and it's going to be a lot of work, going to be a little bit different. You're going to be doing most of the work yourself. I'm going to be trying to guide you. We got two textbooks. This big book right here, Student Development in College, is our textbook, and in it there are theories, there are categories, there are things that you will need to know. You're not going to have to memorize the theories, but you will have to learn how to utilize them and apply them to situation and to cases. So hopefully you'll have a better perspective on how to help students and know what's going on. The other book, if I can find it around here, is Linking Theory to Practice. This is our case study book. In our case study books, we'll be looking at cases, real life cases, either they actually happened or they could have happened, and we'll be discussing through discussion threads on what is the best approach to the scenario. Now, as we go through there, you guys will have different opinions. We'll talk about this and we'll talk about that and give different variables in there. One of the downsides of this is there is not one best answer. So we're going to have to figure out, and sometimes we'll go, ooh, well, what about this? So I will add some variables and some insights and some perspective so that we can walk through this. Now, as you look at your syllabus, here's what you're going to find out. You're going to find out there's a lot of work, and you're going to have a major project, a research paper that you're going to need to do on a subculture, a subgroup. And that is going to have to be a group that you were not a part of. A subculture is, a secondary group. You may be a college student, a freshman, but you may also be a music major. That is a subculture. Or you could be an athlete. You could be an RA in the SGA. You could be an African American studying at a predominantly white institution or an international student. But you're going to have to look at a subculture that you're not a part of. And you'll do some research looking at what is written about maybe that group in a large perspective until you narrow it down to that subculture on that campus in which you are examining. It may be that you're working at a community college now, so you can take a look at one of the subcultures at the community college. I will provide you some sample papers for you to look at. I don't really give you a rubric, so to speak, because I don't want you just checking off boxes. I want you to be able to process through to say, oh, here we go. This is what I'm learning. Now, but we start out first thing out of the chute, as you're reading the textbooks, as you're reading the lecture notes that I put up each week, you have to start out by understanding yourself. So you are going to write a 6 to 10 page paper that's due on the 11th about yourself, about what were you like in high school, and how did you change in college, and what were your experiences in college? I mean, were you the first child in your family to go to college? Were you the third of many? Were you the second generation? What were the experiences that you had in college? Was there an event, a crisis? Did you change majors? What shaped you and formed you? How did you become who you are? Because I have a feeling that most of us were not the same person when we graduated college that we were when we entered. And we know that's typical, and it may just be a matter of progression and maturation, but we need to examine that and look at that for ourselves. So that's what we're going to do out of the box. Hopefully you'll have a great Memorial Day weekend, and we'll look at some things. So take a look. Moodle will open here in just a second after you get this, and walk through this, and I will be back with you on Tuesday to take a look at this stuff. So I hope you have a great weekend. I will talk with you later. So if you have any questions, you'll have my email, you'll have my cell phone. Text me, email me, call me. And again, have a great weekend, and we'll have a great summer.